Welcome to Promise. You never know who'll be stopping by to say hello. Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show. With Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm baking up love in all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Proms, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Proms. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam, we're building a life that feels like home. From the veggies we grow to the soil we turn, it's a simple life and so much to learn. I'm baking bread, smell the warm, sweet air. Piggies squealing, love's everywhere. We lend a hand to channels that care, because lifting each other is what we share. Welcome to the Proms, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Proms. We're waiting just for you. So come on and join, let's build it together through thick and thin in any weather. We're all in this, let's make it better at the Proms. It's a life to treasure. Welcome to the Proms, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Proms. We're waiting just for you. Yeah, at the Proms, we're waiting just for you.
It's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again, and you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the sugar shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get weighed, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. All right, you know it, let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. That sounds good. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. It's as sweet as maple syrup. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. I'm here, but you find me out at the sugar shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, You find me out at the Sugar Shack. Hey Jeff, is that getting close? You find me out at the Sugar Shack. It smells good, brother. You find me out at I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the Sugar Shack.
Hey. There we go. Much better. There we go. Now we got everything trying to... Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Jim. Yeah, kind of got a little political yesterday. We're not going to tonight. So, Angie, I just gave you a coffee shout out yesterday. See? Always. We'll call out Tony and Angie again tonight. Mama actually, I washed it yesterday, and here I am using it again. Oh well. So, we got Tony and Angie. Don't forget, I was going to say, tonight is sponsored by Miss Ann. But, there's a big but there. And not my big but. There's a big but. And that would have to do with Scott, get the cotton out of your eyes. No cotton in my ass. Tony's going to be back in 1 minute. I did. I got my earbud out because there's nothing I hate than me talking and I hear it about 20 seconds later, 15 to 20 seconds later. But anyways, I was just I shot Mr. Jim a message. Whew. This is people that depend on going across the border for shopping. It is absolutely disgusting. So it is going to cost me. I have a shipment of stuff on the US side. So I give him a call today. And I'm like, I got about $450, $500 worth of merchandise. It's not all gold and silver. It is Debbie's Mother's Day gift. Like, I thought that, this was just going to be a big joke. And there ain't no joke about it because it's going to cost me $3 shy of $900 more than I've already paid. I'm probably going to have to surrender my stuff. I just don't want to do it right now in case he changes his mind like he has a half dozen times already. But anyways, I feel anybody who is in the market for a new vehicle right now, sorry guys, it was a senator, and it was actually a Republican senator who was stating that a vehicle, including, so a part is made in the US, shipped to Canada, make the part bigger, ship it back 5 times. Then it goes into the vehicle. So, Mexico, they shut down all vehicle manufacturing. US, they laid off 900 people yesterday. In Canada, they've shut down 2 plants for 2 weeks. Hopefully, I pray that this is over sooner rather than later. Because right now, with all the stuff that's going on at the border, it is, you guys are on a level 2 travel advisory right now. My friends, my family, the people who have got me through some pretty rough stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's my soapbox for tonight. Is there's one person who's hurting a lot of folks. But anyways. It is what it is, and if I have to surrender it, I gotta surrender it. But you want to see some cool merch I got in today? I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. So this is certified, authentic gold banknotes from the US. Beautiful. So there's it comes with its own certificate that it is certified to be, what is it, 99.9% 24 karat gold dipped. So these are bills that have been dipped in gold. And they're just beautiful. Like you've got this one. And you've got a $2 bill. If I go like that, then $5. Then there's a different $5. This is a whole series. So whatever there is, 10 pieces or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know if they're old or I just saw them and I'm like, I love them. There is no, has to be a date on them somewhere. I just don't want to open it up. Anyways, but you got another different $2, different $1. I got them for a steal of a deal, is all I can say. I don't know if people didn't know that the man went live. Like, not live, but he went, his auction went live. is what I meant. And they weren't bidding. So I got this at, God, $50 less than they should sell. Just gotta watch. And that's what a lot of my stuff is I watch and then boom, I get it. So I got that one. Anyways, let's get up to the top. We got, for some reason, I can't go right back to the top. Now, I know Mr. Jim was up there. I know the Giggler was up there. Xander, Angie, Rebecca, Mr. Jim with his other account. Mr. Troy Sutton. Hardneck Farms. Wonder who that is. Hey, Wendy. Hopefully you're doing magnificent. I'm getting ready to go out on a date with. Cool. Where did we go? 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. We went out for a nice dinner. Well, what we used to go for a nice dinner. I said to Debbie, I would rather go spend $100 on 2 good pieces of meat at the butcher shop, cook them myself, and do all the sides myself. But I just don't get how folks can go out like once a week and, more power to them if they can financially afford. The last time we went out, neither of us had a drink because Debbie very, very seldom will have a drink. I haven't had a drink in 5 months, 6 months. Not that we were a big drinker to start with, but with my liver issues, I've never been a huge drinker, and to have liver issues, but it's based off the meds that are keeping me upright right now. So if I was to stop taking these meds, it would mean that I would be in a wheelchair. So I still got a good 30 years in me. Just means that I got to slow down a little bit. I don't coach anymore. I didn't think it would bother me as much as it did. But I miss the boys. They kept me young. And, there was some spirited individuals who were part of my team that I like to think with my guidance today they're on the right side of the fence. I only lost one kid out of 33 years of youth coaching. He went to the wrong side and I couldn't pull him back. And to this day, it still bothers me. But that's still pretty good. on the average, depending on how many teams I coached, but 2 football teams, you're looking at almost 100 kids right there. Boom, boom. So 33 years, damn's a lot of kids that went through my coaching. But yeah, you know what, Angie? Yeah, exactly. But to go out and spend 100 and a half to have like pop, you know, two beverages, maybe 3. I might have two Pepsi, or you know, whatever. But it just doesn't make sense. Hey, Lukey, you playing in? Yeah, you have a tournament tomorrow in Ottawa, don't you? Good job. Give me some baskets tomorrow. Be a good team player. And do your celebration. And if you guys have never seen Lukey's celebration, go to my playlist. You'll see his celebration. And he's done that same celebration the whole time he's played ball. And I don't know where in God's name he ever came up with that celebration. But it's his. And he's unique. And he's a pain in the butt. But anyways, I don't know if I showed everybody, but Sir Grace made me a mini pen. What I like is the locked and loaded. And then where's the other one? Oh, this one here. So for Christmas, was it last Christmas or Christmas before? I like to find gifts out of the box, let's say. Well, I found these, and I knew he'd love to turn pens. And we don't spend a whole lot at Christmas. But I was like, oh man, I got to get them. I got to get Sir Grace this. He's going to love it. Well, this here, he turned around and surprised me with the surprise that I gave him. That there, that's, you guys can hide money in here. I can't. Our money's a 1/4 inch bigger than what yours is. So I can get it to fit in, but then it sticks out about that much. And, but anyways, this wood is from the olive tree from Jerusalem. It's from the Holy Land. So I forget how many of these it came as a thing, and there's a write-up about, I tried to get it out, but I can't. So it actually comes from the Holy Land Market. And if you search Jerusalem, you could see the market on the internet. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it was kind of neat that my little gift to him turned out to be a gift for me. And those two are the most giving, loving people. For those going on the ship, you're if you've never, well, I know there's a few people that have met them in person, but I've met Glenda in person, her mom, and her aunt. I haven't even met Sir Grace in person because he had to stay whenever they came to New York State, upper New York State, where her mom lived for a few years. Sir Grace had to stay with cameraman because he had just had an operation and he couldn't travel. So Sir Grace had to stay home with him so that Aunt Lynn could. it was a girls' weekend plus one, but it was a lot of fun. They're just superb people. Angie, you know what? You and Glenda are just going to sit down, and I can just hear yous now. Yeah. See, I'm fortunate. I got to meet a lot of you guys at Tin Killer that are going on the ship. So, except for like Miss Linda, there's another couple that just had to back out. I will let them announce it. I think they've already publicly said that they can't go because of family commitments. But we kind of, Mr. Jim. Yeah. Mr. Jim, but honestly, brother, don't, oh my goodness. That's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I do appreciate that. That gets me a little closer. That gets me a little closer to being able to go and pick up my packages. But hey, Lukey, maybe I'll buy you a cookie. That's Lukey always likes me to go to his basketball tournament here because he knows that I buy him cookies. And believe it or not, Lukey is a cookie monster. Just saying. Yep. Lukey knows his place. But Lukey's been part of my family. Well, since we moved to this house, him, Lucas, and Kyle would have been under a year. They were under a year old whenever we moved here. So Lucas used to fit in my hand. If he jumped in my hand right now, he'd break my arm. But anyways, Lukey and Kyle pretty much grew up together. Went, to the same school for 5 years. Kyle went to a different school and then went over to the school that Lukey was at for grade 8. And but Lukey, he's a good feller. And if I didn't have such a heavy week, I would probably go to the basketball tournament because I know where it is. But I haven't even been to the Sugar Shack this year. So I will probably be over at the Sugar Shack tomorrow. And Miss Glenda, don't forget, tomorrow night, before I forget, Miss Glenda goes live at 4:45 Eastern, 3:45 Central, and then about 10-15 minutes after Glenda's done, Jesse and Lisa. Feather. I'm looking around here. I don't see any ducks, geese, nothing around. Angie, there's still 33 cabins, roughly. And, well, scrolling underneath me, we have 22 days. That's right, 22 was yesterday. 21 days as of today to have your trip looked after, signed up, paid for the whole shooting match. Peter has different ways of paying for it. Yeah. Other than that, hey, Johnny. We're going still. Oh my goodness. So I see you used we. So Christine's home then? Does Peter take food stamps? Well, you know what? He just found out over Christmas that his wife's pregnant. So maybe. Yeah. There's still a lot of people that are trying to figure out how to come on the ship. There's going to be a lot of people last minute. Danny, her mom, Tammy, she was, I think, signing up this week. She just wasn't sure what made sense. She will be home tomorrow. Okay, so guys, if you can keep Christine in your thoughts and prayers. She's on the road. On the road again. Yeah. Send lots of prayers, knowing that goodness only knows what kind of weather she's going to come through. But you know what, Mr. Jim? You are honestly the most caring individual. And I mean that's right from the bottom of my heart. What you've done for me and my family, and Tony and Joni and many others that just you just do because. Thank you so much. And I truly wish I had enough to throw you on the boat with us. And, you know, oh, don't worry. There's going to be lots of video. I thought it would be $200 extra. Well, it's going to be more than that. So there'll be lots of recording. I don't know how many lives other than in port. I was going to try to go live. Well, actually, there still might be. I don't know how many. What do you cell towers? I don't know if there's cell towers all the way up to the border of Canada. All right, Lukey. But as long as there's cell, I'm sure either Johnny or myself, one of us will end up going live, if not all of us. And we have just about one. So I asked my doctor if it would be a good idea for me to go play on the track. And he's like, how many people? I'm like, I don't know. It's all friends. And he's like, right from that statement, I would have to say no. And I'm like, why? Because he said, let's face it, friends have grudges. Friends will tap the back of friends' go-karts to win. I'm like, no, not our group. We'd never do that. He looked at me and said, yeah, okay. He's like, I know what friends do, because he said, I've been on that ship and I can tell you what I did. And I said, okay, tell me, what's a good corner? He's like, no. So, but anyways, I still may, so long as there's just our group, I may see if there's a quiet time and at least try it. At least try it out. And if anybody wants to come up and chat, tonight's just open chat. The link is up at the top. Yeah, there's nothing special tonight. I was going to go across the invisible line tomorrow. Ain't going to happen. I just ain't got an extra $900 to go across, and that's not the gas, that's not the bridge tolls. Yeah. So, oh, oh there's my brother from a different mother.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm
What's
out here.
up?
I'm out here sitting in the truck with the cattle right
Oh,
now. So I'm waiting on dark because I've got to do something in the dark out here, and I really don't like being away from home whenever I don't have to be, but tonight I've got to do something in the dark. So
okay, and it only comes out in the dark that you have to look after.
no, it's actually night vision.
Oh
And
wow.
I was asked to show this night vision in a video. So I'm like out here with the
Uh,
cows. So I'm just going to show the night what the night vision sees later.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, one of them deals. So I'm not a night owl. So I'm like, man, I'd like to be at the house right now.
I, you know what? Whenever it gets dark, that's it. I just want to be either in my chair, downstairs in my office, or just in bed watching YouTube, just chilling. I
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I just oh, Mr. Jim.
Mister Jim is just he's just taking care of you, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
YouTube thanks you.
yeah, yeah. That's true. YouTube and their percentage that they're taking of that. So, yeah, absolutely. But anyway, yeah, Angie, yeah, it ain't gonna be you and Christine in the winner's circle unless you have a ladies class of that. I'm just saying. So, there's that.
So I'm not sure if the monocular that t- Jesse and Lisa got me, if that is, I'm not sure if it's night vision. I think it is.
Well, has it got infrared?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to look. I have it right here.
Yeah.
It's got, oh my goodness, it's got a ton of stuff in that.
Yeah, and Tony, you're right. And you'll see the one I got in the video. I've had this thing for like, I bet I've had it for 4 months now, and
Okay.
I just never found the right time. And I thought, well, I'll just. Does it have anything on it that says I/R?
No, it has JLHT optics.
Yeah,
I think it's just a normal
yeah,
20 or 40 by 60.
yeah. But I've seen some.
Joni's gone. What I got to do is try to find what I want to do is try to find the. We'll just wait till Johnny. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, playing around with the buttons here.
Yeah, everybody does a miss in every now and again.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, no, what I wanted was something for on the ship that just attaches to my iPhone. And now I've got to find there's some kind of device that attaches my phone to this.
Yeah.
And I just got to find that piece. And then what I can do is at, like I wanted to get the wildlife. So if the whales are jumping or stuff like that, I want to be able to try to get them up close with the monocular. And
You're right.
I think I got another one around here too. I just don't know where it is.
Well,
I,
that's the beauty of this night vision I've got, because it actually works during the day too, and it records. So I mean, it's got a micro SD card in it. So like
oh
I can
wow.
put it on a tripod, and it is binoculars. So I can get way out there on them, and I can just hit record and record them, and have them that way. And then, so I could use it in a video or something like that.
Hey Jinjin.
Hey, Gingy. So yeah, it's getting darker and darker here. So
Now
I'm starting to get there.
what would you like what would a unit like that is just the unit night vision and record? Like what would you be looking at? Like is it quite costly for that or
I have no idea. I haven't even looked it up. I mean, I'm like, eh, it's kind of weird. They reached out to me and asked me if I would do something with this, and I said, well, what's the criteria? Because some folk, there've been people have reached out and they've said, I've had people reach out and say, uh, you have to put this in a video that gets at least 10,000 views. You have to put this in a video that does this. You have to put this in a video that gets, and I'm like, well,
mm-hmm.
my views are they're all organic. So I don't know what's going to get 10,000 views. I mean, I put out a video and it either gets a bunch or it doesn't get a bunch, it just is what it is. So, um, so this one didn't give me any steps. They just said, just put it in one of your videos somewhere. And I said, well, that's easy enough. So I'll just put it in one of my videos somewhere.
Absolutely. And it's just one video?
Yeah, yeah, just one video, just kind of shout it
Wow.
out and stuff like that. So, I mean, I like it. I've played around with it somewhat, and it seems to work well. So, anyway, man, am I getting where nobody can see me?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, we can see the whole outline of you and your shirt and out behind you, out the windows. We can see everything still. Exactly, Ginger. Nobody can predict unless you've got, 100,000 subscribers that you're gonna hit 10 grand.
Now, the subscriber count don't mean crap. I'm telling
Well,
you. It's
yes,
not the subscriber count. It's the views. So,
yeah,
but I'm telling you, we know channels that have 100,000 subscribers that aren't going to get 10,000 views.
they're
So,
not even gonna get 50 views. Some of them.
so, but what I'm getting at is, I know videos that will probably get around that, but
Yeah.
do I want to put what they want me to do in that? Like one of them was, it's just all kinds of stuff. Now there is one thing that I'm wanting them to send me, because I would use it every single time, but I wouldn't have views without most of those subscribers. Well, I don't know. I follow a few channels who have less than 4,000 subscribers that get about 15,000 views a video. So with views comes subscribers.
Yep.
And I ought to know that because that's the only reason I have any subscribers. I got views. So, but anyway.
Yes. And if you can get yourself onto, like, if you can hit 3 or 4 videos that a lot of people watch, like your auction videos, they blow up. And
yeah, and I even had one person. It was for an electric bicycle, and they wanted me to ride it through the auction. And I was like, I really don't know if I want to ride that through the auction. I really don't. I don't. That's not me. It's not me. You know what I mean? Now I'm going away.
Yeah, hit a gopher hole and end up going over backwards.
Does that help any?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. No, we can see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's. I'd be very interested to see what the like, if it's reasonably priced and how well it works. Like, I'd like you to see, like, maybe even on the back of your truck with some movement. How good is the optics of it?
What are you talking about?
Like your night vision. Like, if you were to put it on the back of your truck while you were driving, just even slowly, just enough that it's not, not. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if it has to be perfectly still to get a good picture,
Yeah.
or you can have some movement and still be a good picture. You know what I mean? Like, that's one question I'd have for it is, just to see if you move it around at night, or if you have it stationary and you're like, simulate like on the side of the ship.
Well, I can tell you this. It's very touchy to movement. It's almost one of those things that you've got to put on a tripod and keep very, very still.
Okay.
Because if you move it much, because it magnifies so much, and it's not on any kind of a gimbal or anything like that, it's, very shaky. So I've got it on a tripod right now here in the truck, and I'll get it out here later and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, Tony says that'd be funny to see me riding in the auction. And yeah, and that's the thing. And here's what I wanted to talk about. Especially when his eyes are in the shadows. What I do?
Look underneath me. Mr. Jim put that dome light makes it look like a good horror movie, Johnny. And Miss Lisa was like, yeah.
And Lisa, don't get me wrong, okay? But I can tell you, I watch my analytics very, very closely on my videos, and of subscribers, I get very few subscribers actually watch my stuff. So I don't know what it is. They just and I can tell you most of the subscribers to the Gillum Farms channel are from shorts, and they're definitely not going to watch a long video.
No.
Not at all. I mean, those folks are just not going to do it. And so
you lose them after 15, 20 seconds. If you don't have them, they're gone.
Yeah. So saying that, subscribers is how I get views, no, I get subscribers because of views, not I don't get views because of subscribers. So,
but I can see what Lisa's saying with, with the larger amount, they're going to push you farther. You're seeing.
I think they push you with views. I really do.
Yeah.
I really think they look at your analytics of your views. I think that's where they push you, because I can tell you, I wasn't, my shorts were doing great, and my long videos were doing nothing. And until I figured out a way to make my long videos be seen, be watched. And then once I figured out a way to make the long videos watched, then it was like, so I've been playing the game a little while, and it's what I'm seeing right now. The chicken or the egg, LOL, which comes first? That's right.
You know what, Johnny? And you do what does, you do what works for you.
Yeah.
And it's working for you. Nobody can say that it's not.
Yeah.
You are 100% organic,
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
right.
and that's a lot of people, they get tied up with the buying of and not there's two different ways. If you're buying just to buy somebody or buying bananas, you're buying bots. Do you really want bots in your channel? It's yeah.
I I don't really know what's going on that side of stuff and everything. And there's probably people that can tell us and stuff, but I know one thing. I saw Ginger said, I've never had a company require my videos to get X number of views before they send me a product. You just
No.
can't predict that. And that's right. And like I said, I've had some that have told me that, like, the e-bike company specifically said I had to ride it in an auction. And I'm like, you know how uncomfortable that's going to be for me to ride that thing up and down the aisles at an auction. So I'm like, well, I don't think I want to do that. So I didn't worry about it because
it, it'd
because an
be
e-bike is not something that I'm interested in anyway.
And if they said around the farm, that's one thing. you know
Yeah.
if but still, like, what are you supposed to do? Throw a sack of feed over your shoulder and jump on your e-bike and
Well, I
away?
can tell you where an e-bike would come in handy, and that would probably be riding. Like, I could be down on the deer lease or something, and I could go, all right, I want to go right down there, but I want to be real quiet. I want to go down
Mm,
this trail down here, and I want to be quiet getting there. I don't want to drive the truck, and I just
yep.
want to get there as quickly as possible. And yeah, I could see, slinging my pew pew over my back and cruising down
Yep.
there on an e-bike and stuff like that.
That's it. And it'd be okay for, like, the meetups and whatever. you know
Yeah,
I think Jesse and Lisa love theirs, and
they have e-bikes.
I think so. I think they got. I think Jesse was able to get them at the that auction place last year, but I think so.
Cool.
I do believe you guys got the e-bikes, right, Miss Lisa? Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
got
They
two.
got two. All right. Cool.
So
Man, I
yeah,
tell you what, that one of Jason's about handicapped me. I'm telling you. Yeah, I thought I was going to have a hip replacement out of that deal. So yeah, I had a blast on turn Jason's, but we can't use it here. Yeah, I understand that, Angie. I mean, and I can't see. I can't see. All I'm doing is looking at the chat. So I hope the camera's on me.
oh
Um,
yeah, it is.
because that's let me let me get off of this for a minute and see what I look like. Oh yeah, horror movie stuff. That's right.
You've just got that aura. The darkness is floating down over your cowboy hat.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So I'm gonna have to find I'm gonna have to find something to eat before I go home, and so I'm thinking maybe Brahms tonight. I don't know. Brahms is the closest thing to Culver's that we have. And I know Ginger and Joey love their Culver's, and we've eaten at Culver's before, and it is good. It's really good. But I think Brahms is like Southern Culver's or something like that. I don't know.
See, those are two things I've never tried, either one of them. Um, and I've heard about Brahms. Some people, it seems like Oklahoma folks love their Brahms,
Hmm.
and like Texas up to Glenda.
Yeah.
Glenda and Josh are at least once a week there at Culver's,
Yeah.
and they swear by their Culver's.
I
And
like Culver's. I won't lie. I like it. I like it a lot.
hey, Glenn or Jessica or both, howdy howdy.
Ginger said something about going down the driveway to get the mail with an e-bike. Do you think an e-bike would climb that? I don't know that an e-bike would climb that hill, Ginger. I don't know. I don't know. I think you'd probably have to. You'd still be pumping that bike up that hill and trying to run the electric to do it. Make up mom and son.
Johnny's gone.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
What?
you're just black. It's
Oh,
like
hang
your
on.
light turned off.
Oh yeah, it turned off.
There
There
we
I
go.
am.
It was like it just went. I'm like, oh no,
Now I'm here.
the horror show's coming to get
Yeah,
us.
the horror show came to get me. Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Oh, I just got a message from Christine. She just got to her room and she's in St. Joseph, Missouri.
Okay,
So
what does that set her up for tomorrow?
St. Joseph, probably about 4.5 hours to the house from there.
Okay, good.
And so, yeah, she'll
What
be able to.
what's
And
the
I
weather
told her,
supposed to be?
hi,
What's the weather from there to Oklahoma supposed to be tomorrow?
rain, cold rain, and
Well,
wind.
that's hey, we hit 55 here today.
Well,
Whew.
you beat us. You beat us. We were in the 40s today, and we're supposed to be in the 40s again tomorrow with a 25-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh wow.
So,
Not very often we beat you guys in temp.
my
Geez, I gotta keep my mouth shut. I might get charged a tariff for that.
goodness. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah, here, of course. She just mixing the pot up here a little bit.
I see that 82 degrees. I just went dark again, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's all right. You
Come
just
here, guys.
yeah, you're talking. We can hear you fine. It's just you kind of went in and out.
82 today. Yeah. You know, between you and me, I really don't like 82. Um, One reason is right now we have no air conditioner in our house.
Oh, what happened? So it wasn't that part that you thought then.
Well, I changed the part and it seemed to help, but then it got bad again. And so I had Chris at Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead come by, and
Okay.
he works for HVAC, and he
Mm-hmm.
brought some gauges, and we put them on there, and we determined that it's low on Freon. But when they came out, it was like 45 degrees, and it won't take Freon when it's that cold.
Oh, jeez.
So we had the Freon and stuff to put it in, but we couldn't get it to go in because it was too cold.
Yeah.
So we got to wait till it's hot to put Freon in it. So 94 here in Central Florida, 87 inside right now. No AC here either.
No,
Mister,
he hasn't had AC in probably 2 years because he he blesses so many individuals,
Mr.
and
Jim, get your AC
that's
fixed.
that's what he did for his whole career was HVAC at the university down there,
Get
and
your
he
AC
just
fixed.
He just retired. What, Mr. Jim? Would it be a year? No, not a year yet. Might be pretty close to his year that he's been off work.
Yeah, just get your AC fixed. That's too hot. That's too hot in the house. That's too hot. You
I like
know.
heat, but I like inside my house cold during the summer.
Oh man, I slept so good last night. You know, a couple of nights ago, I actually opened the. It was 2 days ago. It was in the 80s, and at night, I left the windows open and turned the ceiling fans around to where they were sucking it in. And
Okay.
all right, Johnny, back. Block off the condenser coil, outside coil to raise the pressures up to normal temperature. Then add. Yes, yes. And we did that. Okay. I took a tarp and I wrapped it around the entire unit on the outside. And but Chris, for some reason, he didn't feel like we could get it to work. He didn't think we could get it to go. So he didn't even want to try to put it in. He said, I just want to wait till it's hot. And I said, okay. So, but we did that. We put the thing around it, and one of the things it's doing is it's also freezing up the inside unit, um, because I went in there and checked it, and the inside unit was just frozen up pretty
You
quick.
mean the one in your furnace, the plump or the plenum in your furnace, or the
Well, it'd be the condensers. I mean the what do you call them? In the
heat pump?
inside, outside we have the fan and all that stuff. Inside
Yep.
is where the um what do they call them? I guess it would be like coils and stuff like that are inside, but they're.
Yep.
Tell me what it is, Mister Jim. We'll
Exactly.
disconnect the
I know what you
condenser
mean,
fan to
but
raise the temps pressures. Yeah, and I'm not the AC guy that was there, so I was just listening to him. He's going, "Yeah, we need to wait till it's hot." And I said, "Okay,
that's
we'll wait till it's hot."
uh, if you have frost ice inside the evaporator, that's
The
it.
evaporator. Yep.
You
If you have
can't.
frost ice on the inside evaporator core, you can't get good info. Yep.
So yeah, that makes sense, Mr. Jim. Yeah, because it's running through. You know, it's cooling it back down inside as well. Uh-oh, there's trouble.
Yeah, and he told me that the reason it's freezing up inside is because it's low on freon. It's really weird how ACs are, if you're low on freon, they start. It's straight cool with electric heat.
Yep. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, it's straight cool with electric heat. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, if you want to come up, Mickey, the link's at the top of the chat.
But anyway, it's right now it's fine because it's in the 40s. Supposed to be in the 20s tomorrow night, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, we're supposed to get snow.
Okay, Oklahoma's supposed to get snow, and we're in short season now.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. We're supposed to get snow, and if Angie's still in here, yeah, she's in here. Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, aren't we, Angie? Supposed to get snow here in Oklahoma.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Well, like I said, today was 55, and they said that it was going to run heavy tomorrow. So, excuse me, I just want to get over and, excuse me.
Angie says she hates it, and Mickey says, "Yep, Oklahoma's calling for snow."
You hate. Oh, there you go.
Yes, And we did that. We pulled the outside. There's a box on the side of the house. You pull out that big. It's like a big breaker type deal. Pull that out, and the outside will. Um, the fan will shut. Everything will shut off outside, but it will still run. Yes, and it
Hmm.
does. It does thaw it out. But the problem is, as soon as you hook it back up, it freezes right back up. Yeah, it's a T handle. Um, but like I said, I'm no heat and air guy at all. I don't even play like one, or anything like that. So, um, I just have to listen to what people tell me. You shut it off at the thermostat. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's I can turn it off anytime I want. It's just the um I just need to get I just need to get it fixed. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm one of them people that likes to see my breath at night when I sleep. So yeah, I need to get my AC fixed.
Oh my goodness. You and my I have a duvet, a heavy, heavy duck duvet. I use it 365. My wife also has a thin or I wouldn't even call it a duvet. It's one of those knockoff blanket things that she likes.
Yeah,
And she's got a 20-inch fan on her. I'm like, good Lord. Thank God we have a king size bed. Stay on your own half.
gotta have that. Gotta have that fan. Gotta have fan every night, no matter what.
See,
I
I
even got an.
never, ever, ever had a fan in my entire life. And she either had to have like white noise. She has to fall asleep to the TV, or if not, if we're somewhere else, she's got to fall asleep to like fan or radio, or I'm just like, man, I'm not used to it.
Mr. Jim, I'm picking up what you're laying down there. I understand that. Um, so the thing is I can flip it off inside. I can just have the fan running only, with no AC,
Mm,
no heat. I can do, I understand all that. I'm just saying what he did
yeah.
because he was out there, and I mean, I just went inside, looked at it, came outside, said it's freezing up. He reached right straight up, pulled that thing out, and that's it. He just pulled it out and threw it on the ground and said, "Yeah, well, it'll defrost now." And then later he put it back in. So anyway,
Well, and it's pretty hard for you, Chris. Chris went all the way to your house to help you out. It's pretty hard for you to go, well, shouldn't we be doing this and that and this and that?
yeah, I'm at the mercy. I mean, he was helping me
Yeah.
out, and so I'm just gonna listen to him, and we'll go through it. And you
Yeah.
know, and he told me when it gets hot, we'll have it fixed. So I'm just waiting till, I guess, maybe next weekend. It's supposed to be hot next weekend.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah. Thank goodness, Lisa, I don't have a ceiling fan because I'd have to build a tent on my bed.
oh man, we got like a ceiling fan in every room, I think, except bathrooms. I don't think our bathrooms have any, but or the kitchen, but we have ceiling fans in every other room.
But again, though, you guys, whenever it's 100 and whatever for a long period of time, you guys need to move the air on top of your AC units. And, we only have 2 months out of the year that we can say, oh, well, some people in my house go, oh, it's so hot. And I'm like, I'll see you outside.
Right.
I just, uh,
I'm just reading what Mr. Jim put there.
uh,
And It should
It
not
should.
frost up right away unless there is no heat load on the inside coil, such as panel open to the blower coil area of dirty coil or fan not up to speed or ductwork blocking airflow. It could be, I can tell you right now, it could be a dirty coil. So I need to get in there and check on that.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that. Yep. Could be
Dirty
that.
filter.
Yep. Could be that. But I know that it freezes up almost immediately. I mean, it's like you turn on the AC and you go in there and look at those inside the that area where I don't even know what's called back there. But if you open it up and look in there, it'll be freezing up as you stand there.
Hmm.
I'm glad we talked about something that Mr. Jim, could
Yeah,
share his
normally poor
expertise
Mr.
on.
Jim just sits in the background and like, I'm here for you guys. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm
But
I'm
actually
glad.
I didn't I just learned something new about the filters. And I've been in HVAC for quite a long time before I went on the road. Is the number I was always told to use about a 10 to 13
Yeah,
is a good number to use for your filter. And
yeah,
then the young lad that was down here, he said, no, they've changed the filters now, and you don't want to go over an 8 because any more than that, and it causes your furnace to work too hard.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
whenever I get home, I'm gonna be checking that out. So
mm-hmm. Hey, mister,
Hey guys,
howdy.
what's new? What's exciting?
oh nothing. Just came in to say thank you to Johnny and Christine.
Oh, you're welcome, Mickey.
Mm,
Man, look at that stuff.
Hope you
I'd
like
say
it.
the guy that designed it, I think he did a pretty good job.
Well, I want to say something here. Okay, um, I think there's times when I get credit for stuff that I don't deserve.
And no.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about this design. If you've seen this or you got it, okay, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Miss Christine from Miss Christine at Gillen Farms. Um, hey, I got to tell you, that's her brainchild. Okay, she sent me a drawing. Okay, she sent me a sketch because she's busy. She's got tons of things going on, but she sent me a sketch of what she would like to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was blessed to get to be a part of it, but that design is her, or well, the best that I could interpret her vision. So that artist is Christine at Miss Gillen Farms, because that's the reason I think it looks so great. And and I do this thing for a living, and when it came in, I looked at every hairline that I drew, you know, and I got to give a shout out to her and to Bonefire, however you say it. I think that's what was
Bonfire.
produced. But because when I draw these things, I put hairlines in and gradients and all kinds of things to make this pop or that work. And just, I love this shirt. So, anyway, and the layout and the design is Christine's. Okay, so that's where the credit is due to. If you love this shirt, it's due to her and the God that I believe in. So anyway, that's why I came on. I just wanted to to say most of the time when I get credit for something, yeah, it's not me. It's Scott knows. I've worked with him a lot. You guys have the vision. You just let me play along and hold the crayons and
Hey, that's
try to.
it. You hold the crayons and eat the crayons, and I just give you an idea.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
I don't even give you an idea, and you still do it. So
well, I know we've done a lot together, Scott.
we
Uh,
have, brother.
and the and also on your last project, I saw your logo. It was really good. So I didn't know whether to go ahead with it or not. But anyway, did Johnny leave just because I showed up?
No, I'm
No,
right
no,
here.
no, no. He's in the dark. Johnny's in the dark, just like normal. No big deal.
Anyway, I just want to come on and tell everybody that I'm excited about 10 Killer. I hope I get to be there. And I'm not going to go on that cruise, but it wasn't for lack of effort. And Scott was even mentioned several times that he would love to be able to bring me along, and that touches my heart. But it's better for me right now with everything I got going on that I wasn't able to go anyway. So
Well, you know what, brother? There's always next time.
I'll bet you money there's going to be a cruise in the next year too. So
That there probably will be, and there might be a cheaper cruise down to the Caribbean.
wait, I'm trying to think as a single man. Okay, I am over 60, but the Caribbean. I'm thinking about that. That's pretty cool. So
All you just get to see is a whole bunch of mankinis, and you know, you're good to
really,
go. Oh wow, Johnny,
mm,
that's his night.
Well,
That's his night
I'm
vision
trying.
right now.
I'm trying, but the light from the actual phone is throwing off the night vision. It's trying to get it to switch back to whenever I
Oh,
put it close. As
oh,
soon as I move my phone to it, it starts going crazy. It starts
oh,
flashing and doing everything. I
because
don't
we
know.
can see a tree behind you.
That's see the cattle out there.
oh,
Yeah,
Blink.
Johnny's in the camp. He's in the field.
yo,
So
he's in his truck, but yeah,
yeah,
no, he's out with the cows.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
We got a bait.
the more light I take away from this thing, the better it is.
You got a
So
Also,
baby coming, or I missed the intro. So
no, he's testing a
yeah,
night vision.
I'm testing.
oh, okay, awesome.
I'm testing night vision out.
Johnny's
So
like the rest of us. Once it goes dark, we like to be at home
yeah,
where we don't have to go back out.
Johnny
yeah.
is not like he's not like the rest of us. He creates lanes in YouTube that none of the rest of us even think about, and he's earned every minute, every watch, every subscriber he's got, and deserves more. He he's I remember first seeing him when he was at his first meetup. This is when I got an email saying you need to go check this guy out. I watched like 3 videos and I said that man he's gonna be huge. So night vision on YouTube, that's awesome. Keep trying it out, Johnny, because you'll be the next one breaking out the
Well,
Well,
I'm trying
that's
right now.
time zones on the racetrack.
I got out of my truck, and I'm actually trying to get it to where you guys can see it. So I'm hoping that I can. All right. So I'm looking. All right. I'm going to move the camera away from the. All right.
yeah. We see your head going back and forth. No, we can't see unless you got to turn it toward. Yeah.
Turn it right.
Oh
Well,
my God, Johnny.
Can you see the cattle?
Yeah, well, we could see it
Oh,
was like
yeah.
it was just like the day.
Well, it
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah. It's
Like we could see the
what I'm
cattle,
trying to
the
do.
tree.
I have to move it away from and it's pitch black dark out here.
That's amazing. That's
So I'm
amazing.
trying to get it to where. Let me see if I can get on it again.
You're
Right there.
fixing to.
Girls, down, down, down. Like no,
No, he went
tilt
up.
it
Yeah, there
downward.
you go.
Tilt it downward.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
It looks like it's in daylight.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pitch black dark out here. You can tell because I've got it on me now, and you can't see me.
Yeah.
So,
No.
You're fixing to do one of those groundbreaking things, Johnny.
well, no, I'm not. I'm just going to show some night vision. I'm gonna do some night vision video because this thing will
Well,
actually video at night. And
I watch a lot of night vision stuff on deer cams and stuff, but what you just did was in color, or
yes,
what
Yeah.
I saw.
it'll do color night
Yeah.
vision.
Well, that's what we saw because we could, you could see the grass, the tree, the different colors in the trees, the girls. Yeah, that was just for holding it up to your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
That
yeah,
that's
and
pretty good.
I couldn't see what you guys could see at all.
Yeah.
It's hard to do whenever you can't see that stuff.
Well, watch, watch,
Angie,
watch the playback, Johnny, because
yeah,
that'll give you some perspective on, where that
what we
camera
could.
was and stuff. But yeah,
I can finally catch that bear sneaking up on the
Okay,
tripod.
I was gonna read you that. I wasn't sure if you could see it or not.
No, I'm looking at the chat because I mean you guys can't see me, so I might as well just look at the chat.
No.
I'm kind of the like the voice out here. Let me see if I can do something. I don't know if I can or not. Hang on. Go to let me get
That's
off of this and then let me go down to cam. There. I'll just put up that.
yeah.
It's not even my picture like it's supposed to be. I wonder why it
hey,
does that.
put my picture up there. I need some help.
Usually it puts my picture up there. But anyway.
Yeah.
Now this is almost like one of Brenda's lives.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Hang on, we all have to put our avatars up then.
Yeah, everybody has to
And
put
Mickey
their
and Mickey's gonna sing.
I don't know how to put my avatar up, but I will sing if you give me a song. I'm just saying.
Linda, it was Danny. Danny is standing there with the girls.
Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. Just saying. I can't
can't.
sing, but I
Yeah,
know every song.
I can't do it. The only thing I can do is kick you out, and I won't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't even blame you, and I was still designed for you, Brum.
Oh man.
Well, I'm
Hey,
gonna have.
hey,
I hate.
I love my community more than they love me. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't go that far, brother. You don't
No. You're all wrong there. You're
exactly.
wrong.
Well, I love you guys as much. I'll hush now, so I want to hear more about what Johnny's doing out in the dark field.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm actually getting ready to make a video of this night visions because
Oh,
this thing records. So I'm going back up on the hill where I was about 80 or 90 yards from the cattle, and I'm going to video the cattle from up there and see
Wow.
how clear I can get it. And it's a good night for it because there's no light out. There's no stars or anything.
Okay.
So
I
but
wonder, could
anyway,
you see if you were to pan over to your neighbor's cows? Could you see through there? Like, can you see their cows?
oh, they don't have any cows over here where I could see because if there was cows here, Danny would tear the fence down.
Well, why? Danny tears down the fence. What cows does he go after?
These are his cows here.
Oh, they were just his cows that were in a different field.
No. You're talking about that a long time ago on that short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the neighbor's cows, and he has moved his cows away from here
Oh,
because
okay.
if because it was either move his cows to another pasture or build a fence and pay help pay for a fence, and he didn't want to help pay for a fence. So there.
Wow. Hey,
But so
Krabby the
hey,
Beagle.
hey, I'm gonna have to hop off here, guys, because
All
I'm
right,
gonna
Johnny.
I'm gonna do this video and try to get home. So I
Well,
can
you drive
have some
safe.
home time.
And if you're talking to Mama, you tell her to drive safe. And we'll probably see you on Glenda's tomorrow night. And if not, we'll see you on Jesse and Lisa's.
Yep. Now, when's Glenda going live?
Your time, 3:45.
3:45. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
4:45 Eastern, and then obviously Jesse and Lisa are 5 Central and 6
All
Eastern.
righty. All
Yeah.
righty. All
All right,
right.
buddy. You
We'll
go
talk.
and be safe, and
All
we'll
right.
talk.
Talk at y'all later. Bye, Mickey. See
Thanks,
y'all later.
Johnny.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate you, man.
Bye bye.
He gone. He gone.
There you go.
Somebody said something that I missed. Um, tu- 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 tu.
Say thank you to Angie and Tony for their kindness in the chat. Thanks to all that said hi.
That's it. I had them yesterday, and I have them again today, and my cup.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one of those. Yeah.
Well,
Go
that
ahead.
was the that was
Go
the
ahead
one
and brag.
meetup.
Go ahead and brag that they can send that all the way to Canada.
I went to Oklahoma to pick it up.
I'm just saying.
That was the one that you missed.
Oh, okay. I
That's the
got
one
you.
you missed. I got a shirt and I
That,
got my mug.
that's fair, dude. Fair enough.
Now, I traveled 2,000 miles to get that cup.
And that's sad. Yeah.
Yeah, those were for the
Man,
first
I wish
meetup.
I hadn't missed that meetup. That gummit, bro.
It was a lot of fun. And
I'm gonna see you in person someday, my friend.
someday, and it just what I'm gonna do is once once we get this ship out of the way, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense for me to travel
I understand. Yeah.
for a weekend.
But I was part of that secret that you were coming to America. Coming to
Yes,
America. I
you
was
were.
part of that secret, and I did great not going on any lives and telling the truth.
Well, I know there was one, two. There was about 6 people that knew that I was coming.
Yep. I
And
was
then
one of those didn't run the secret. So
no, I'm actually surprised. There was 1 or 2 people that knew that we thought were going to blow it, but they never did. No, and it wasn't even you.
well, I was excited you were coming, so it's a great victory for me that I didn't tell everybody.
It was a lot of fun, and so my room at the hotel, I had Brenda and her sister beside me. I had Jerry and Susan behind me, and we had Bill just down the way some, Oh, gracious. They live in Mississippi now. Three Mississippi.
Yeah, yeah.
They were a couple doors down, and yeah, every morning I'd get out of the shower and go pick up Jesse, and he'd have my coffee ready, and we'd turn around, go back to the restaurant because we didn't want to wake up Miss Lisa. So by the time we got back from having breakfast, Miss Lisa was up. Oh, there's Josh. G'day, Josh.
That's way cool, Scott. My first meetup was 10 Killer last year, and right next door to me on one side, I guess it was on this side if you were there, but it was Joey and Ginger from Not For Nothing Homestead, and Joe Fix It For You. Oh, that'd been on that side.
Yeah,
and Not For Nothing Homestead, and then James Hall was on that side, and one door down from him was Jerry and Susan, the Butlers. So
okay,
that's cool. You had said that the Butlers were right there.
And then there was quite a few of us that stayed at that hotel, and then we thought we were going to get hit the Saturday morning. So it was so bad. We were underneath the eaves of the hotel.
Yeah, we got hit.
Was like thunderstorms, and like it was nasty out. So after we got back from having whenever we got back from having breakfast, we all went inside Jesse's camper, and we had a roaming reporter. So Josh and his son Tyson, they were out. They were going around and introducing people, and
Oh, well, there's Josh there now in the chat. Well, he's been in.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's been in here, and
awesome man. I got a chance to say hi to him at my 10 Killer meetup that I went to.
Great guy.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I can't testify to that because he was pretty popular, and he didn't get time. He didn't have time to talk to an old man.
You would have said, "Here's the chair. You come and talk." I guarantee he would have been down there. Now,
I do know that they know how to cook chili on a fire, and yes, if you ever get to meet Josh Sherman, ask him, I guess it was just him cooking. I don't know. He had some kids or something around him. But anyway, ask him to cook some of that chili. Now, he did have a bad experience that happened because we had the same thing, Scott, happen that you had. The weather came in and Josh's place got bombed, And so we had the same weather. I'll bet you money if I know Johnny and Christine are super intelligent. So they already knew about looking at schedules and stuff, but because of the circumstances and things, they didn't move that. But I understand. I mean, I think I watch enough lives to understand they're thinking about adjusting this 10 Killer meetup, which is awesome, to maybe a different time. But 2 years now, your year, my year, weather has not been kind to us. And so
I remember the first year, poor old Charles, God rest his soul, his feet were black and blue, and that's because they were freezing. He didn't bring anything heavy, and he was sleeping in a tent.
Yeah. Well,
His first year just broke throat.
second year he wasn't cold because he
Yeah,
had about 10,000 hugs at 10 Killer,
yeah,
and they were loving on him. And if ever I knew a man had to leave this world and go into something awesome, the people at 10 Killer sent him off with
yes.
a blessed, awesome, loved feeling. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to leave this world, go into the next, which is going to be incredible. Um, his send off,
Hmm.
not too many people will feel what he felt, So, uh,
He was what he did for, for not ever serving, but servicing the service, all the veterans that he did stuff for. Oh my God. Just
I,
blows me away.
I totally agree with that, Scott, as a veteran. But, um, and I've watched Charles's videos since
Yeah.
when he was driving up and down the road, just talking about where he was at. The way that the community sent him out, okay,
Yes.
was it
I,
was it, there's no words for
yeah.
what people like that will do because hey, I love Charles with all my heart. His videos weren't great, you know. His commitment to veterans was awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's what he based his channel around. But but the people who hugged him out of this life into the next, they need to know that God looked down and He said, "There's my angels right there."
Yep.
We're ready for him, but at the same time, we see you giving your hugs and so much more. But the hugs, I think, and so I did watch the video, Scott, of you guys at 10 Killer and stuff the year you were there, and he was cold. I mean, you can tell he wasn't real comfy.
No.
I didn't see the same look in his eyes at 10 Killer. Same temperature, same weather kind of conditions, but there was such a gratefulness, a peace.
Yeah.
And I was blessed to get to spend a little bit of time with him. And I'm not saying anything about the conversation. I'm just saying you can watch back the videos from 10 Killer and
Yeah.
and just if you get a chance to watch them back with the intent to focus in on Charles. And I
Yeah.
want to say to those that sent him off with that kind of peace, he
Yeah.
wasn't cold. He wasn't cold. Same
No.
temperature,
It was funny.
same weather. He
our,
wasn't. He wasn't cold. He was
our yeah,
embraced. Anyway, all
absolutely.
right. That's enough of that.
Even the first year, I was sitting beside him whenever they were giving out the prizes, and there was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fishing rod, and I was like, "Oh, I hope I win it! I hope I win it." Charles was, "Oh man, would I ever love to have that?" Well, I won it. Charles took it home. It's just unfortunate he never got to use it.
Well,
He was hoping he brought it with him
I
last
bet he
year.
fished. I bet he fished with it in his mind. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
he's got that upstairs. He's fishing with it right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, and he's fishing with the one that hired all the fishermen. You know,
Yep.
and the one that was a fisherman of men. So if you're
But
fishing, if you're fishing and you're
yeah,
fishing with the one he's fishing with, Oh, you yeah. We ain't gonna see none of that at Lake King Killer, Lake Eufaula, nowhere at Palm de Terre or anything else. We're gonna see that only in one place, and I ain't
Well,
ready to go there. And I'm not ready to go there.
oh no, 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 no. I want at least another 30 years here.
Yep. And
And
I gotta disagree with Tony at our cabin in the woods. He said he'd rather have it this time of the year than the hot summertime. I'm not arguing with you, T, but yeah, I kind of like it not to be raining and all of us worried about flooding rabbits and stuff. But I'm not, I mean, I'm not
I know
any,
what
I'm
I know
not
what he's
any
saying.
influence on that. But give
Yeah,
me the heat. I'm just saying, bring it.
I
I'm gonna
I
see.
would
I'm gonna
rather.
see what Angie says.
Oh, just that his heart was very warm whenever he left.
Okay, well, she looked a little more chilled at the meetup. I mean, colder than Tony did because he was standing over the Blackstone flipping breakfast. But anyway,
Well, and that's what I loved. I didn't have anybody with me, so I didn't get this size not knowing how to cook. So,
did you cook? Did you cook at
oh
that?
yeah, I was on the cooking mission there. Randy and I, and then Big Mike and I, and then Mike from DD5. Him and
That's
I
right.
were
Yep.
cooking, and
That's right. That's right. And I forgot about Big Mike being there. No, I'm kidding.
that
No,
yeah,
man. If if
that was
if
the
you ever
year that
if
they
you ever
planted.
wanna host a meetup, you make sure Mike's on the guest list.
Just be careful now because he can actually, after he gets this hip replacement, he's going to be able to do marathons. I didn't say he's going to want to. I just said he's
He,
going to be able to.
he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. He's still gonna sit there in the campgrounds acting like he can't get up out the chair.
Well, that depends on how many wobbly pops he has too.
Hey,
What happens at
I
what
can't
happens
fault
at Tin
I,
Killer stays at Tin Killer.
I can't fault the man for that.
Nope.
But I am saying that if you want to see people cooking, go to one of these meetups, man. They will teach you how to see. You can put out all the videos you want to on YouTube about how to cook on a Blackstone and stuff.
Yep.
You don't even have to go and watch that stuff. I mean, go ahead and do it if one of our channels is doing it. But if you go to a meetup, I learned more about cooking just watching Tony and Mike and and watching videos of the Robertsons,
Yep.
Rachel.
Rachel
You know,
was she was
Rachel,
doing
Rachel and
another.
her mama. I'm gonna tell you what, they'll make you hungry if you just finished off a triple cheeseburger at Big Mac's.
Oh, don't be saying that. Josh is going to start salivating when you start talking about a cheeseburger.
Oh, is that
Oh,
all? Is that what I got to do? Is show up at a
oh,
meetup and cook him a triple cheeseburger to get him to talk to me?
oh, he'd be at your knees. You'd just make that boy melt right there.
I be like trying to barter with him because I'm a big barter system person. I'd be like trying to trade, Josh, a triple cheeseburger with anything he wants on it for a bowl of that chili that he makes over the fire. I'd be like,
You just be
we
careful what you wish for. He might not be able to breathe that well, but he's going to run you some chili to get a cheeseburger.
but I'm not going to start cooking it until he shows up because you
And
kind
a
of,
mug of coffee. Yes,
yeah. Oh,
you got that right, Tony.
yeah.
You got to.
I can brew a cup of coffee, and I've learned how to do that through Megan at Megan's Fearless Outdoor Adventures. Um, she sent me beans home from Tin Killer. And so
Okay.
I was all stoked. I was gonna go open them up and make some coffee.
Mhm.
They were beans. It wasn't coffee grounds like you buy in the store. That was just the only way I knew how to do it. It was beans, and I
The
went,
bougie people, they grind their own and then put it in. Yeah.
well, I'm thinking the smart people would not have been shocked by that. So here's what I did. I took a two double layered paper towel. I put the coffee beans in it, tied it up, took a hammer and smashed all them beans. That's not even a joke. That's not a joke. I mean, I literally did that because I thought, well, Megan and Niecy sent me this coffee, according
Mhm.
to Ginger. You know, who knows if that redhead's telling the truth. But so I smashed those coffee up because I thought Megan wanted me to have that, right? And I put it in a Mr. Coffee filter, and I ran hot water through it. I guess it was hot water, but anyway, I drank that first cup, and I thought, well, my granddaughter wouldn't even drink this. It's so weak. Now, I blamed Megan for a little while before I decided I ran out of coffee. Miss Maxwell House, I think it was, or whatever.
I do
So
like a good
I
Maxwell.
was down to nothing in the kitchen, and still wasn't Social Security Day, right? So there was that bag of Megan's coffee beans on the counter, and I thought, there's got to be a better way to do this. Maybe if I smash twice as many and
Mhm.
overflow the filter. But I decided to go to Google, and I figured it out. You need a coffee grinder. So I went and got the cheapest thing I could find. No, grinding
Yep.
it up, grinding it up. You know, I made a coffee out of those beans, and I thought, man, this is like coffee from heaven. Okay.
Yep.
So apparently, if you grind them up, not smash them with the hammer, Megan's a pretty smart girl. Anyway, that's all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, and you know,
I'm a
now
bad kid.
Jesse tells me that he's got a place right close by. He's taken me in before we were chit chatting, and he went in. But that's all they do is they flavor beans, and then they do their own beans and whatever. Yeah, Jesse said they're some good, and well, I think that was the stuff that I tried in the RV that day, and man, the taste was just phenomenal. It was, and Josh said you got a deal as long as you fry his onions. Can't ask for any more than that.
Hey, Josh, I will when I'm cooking burgers on the grill. Trust me, I always fry the onions, and well, I got other secret
That's a
sauce.
staple, and it's
Yep.
got to have bacon on every level.
Oh, really? For Josh?
Oh
No,
no,
now
for me.
no. I thought you were talking about Jesse, but now you're telling me about you, Scott, too. Bacon lover. Yeah. Well,
Oh, a
hey,
good
if I get a bowl of that chili, I'll ask him what he wants on it. How's that? So,
well, it just yeah, a good cheeseburger with bacon in between every level.
well, you couldn't put it just on top and or bottom. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
It's got to be every level. Oh,
I think we need a burger bar.
mhm.
You know how they got a taco bar? You make them juicy burgers. You fry
Yep.
up them onions for Josh just to make sure he'll show up there. And then you put all those different fixings on top of that. You know, I mean, bacon over here in one tray, lettuce, tomatoes, and you got to have the little salt and pepper because if I salt it or pepper it, it's done. It's tasteless. It's horrible. So you let
Oh yeah.
everybody. You put a little bit of my
Yeah.
secret spice in the meat before you fry it up on the Blackstone
Yep.
or grill it up, and then you kind of let everybody adjust the taste to it. So if you take a bite out of a Lake King Killer Critter Creek burger, and you're like, it's almost there. Just add a little salt, add a little pepper, adjust it to your taste. Anyway.
Well, and that's the best way to do it because not everybody has the same taste palette.
Right.
So, I know personally, I don't like a whole lot of salt. I like a little more pepper.
Me either. I mean, I'm not a big salt or pepper kind of person.
So Josh is probably cussing us right now.
Because he's a grill master? Is he a grill master?
Well, no, but we're talking about a cheeseburger, and he really does like his cheeseburgers.
Hey, I've got a T-shirt out that I put out 10 years ago that said 101 best burger joints in America. So, I mean, I can't believe Josh didn't like me when I was at 10 Killer because we could have talked for like a couple hours about that.
Yeah, you know what, Josh? Your loss.
Yep. 101 best burger joints in America, and I'm ready to update the list because
Josh is only a little feller.
He ain't no little feller.
He'd be a lot bigger if he ate cheeseburgers with us.
He would be a lot bigger if he would run around with me for a year because I do eat some cheeseburgers. I saw a video on YouTube about the best way to die young was to eat cheeseburgers. And I never leave comments in people's videos. And I went 64 years old. I like my cold beer. I do smoke a cigarette, a Marlboro. And guess what? I eat cheeseburgers every day for the last 62 years, Yeah, I'm a cheeseburger fanatic.
Well, and that is Josh.
Really?
Josh does like his cheeseburgers. He would go. He'd jump over a little kid to get to a cheeseburger.
Oh, I'd pick it up and toss it aside. That little kid, get out of my way. I'll be kind to you here in a minute. Yeah, it's done.
I was trying to be nice, but
he
could be tossing kids too.
He got enough of them to toss, but I mean,
Well, but look at this year. This is great. Now he's got a workforce.
Oh, well, I've always wanted to raise my own little league baseball team, but
well, he's about halfway there.
Well, I kind of am too, but now they're all older and won't speak to me. But
that's a whole other story.
That's a whole nother chapter.
Hey, Sherry.
It might be all that cheeseburgers, cold beer, and cigarettes thing. I don't know.
You know what?
Hey, Scott, I think if I get off here, you might get some more views on this channel. Hang on.
Well, no, I'm about to say goodnight anyways, because I'm over my time.
Okay, let me jump out of here so people can feel like I'm not hogging the rest of your space. So, hang on. Let me look. Hang on.
Don't worry. I let you know 5 minutes before I was getting off because I knew it'd take you a little while.
Yeah. Hey, folks in the chat, just know I love you. Y'all come back.
Love you too, man.
Come back to the Bronx. Y'all here? All right.
Oh man, I do love myself some Mickey on a Friday night. But anyways, folks, yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Um, I'm just looking. We possibly could. We could be boiling tomorrow if we can get some. It's supposed to get down to freezing tonight, and it's 38 right now. It's 10 o'clock. If we can get some frost tonight, we're gonna do a lot of it'll run pretty hard tomorrow. So I'm only the fire boy. And yes, Brenda goes live in 10 minutes or so, or maybe 25. I don't know. But Freedom Redbird, if one of my mods, Miss Linda, if you want to drop Brenda's link, that would be awesome. And go over and visit Brenda. And they usually have some live music, some singing and chit-chatting, and a lot of fun. And I know that Dave and I have got in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and old Giggle Pants here and Brenda and Wendy, they're all sitting there, giggling. And we were just trying to sleep. Not them. They were just a giving her. So go over, visit Miss Brenda, throw a bunch of hearts, and that gives you enough time. We get off here shortly. That way people can get another refreshment. And just go over and hear some old time singing and chit chatting and just wind out your evening. Yes, you do, Josh. You do love your cheeseburgers. Hey, Cynthia. So, my goodness, Cynthia is burning the midnight oil in the Netherlands. Like, wow. She's up really early, or she's still up really late. Yes, exactly. You had a phone call. Not a problem, Josh. Yeah, definitely. It was just nice to see you stop by, Josh, and it means a lot to see you. I've been crazy since got my promotion at the township to deputy mayor. Yeah, it's been, this week was 4 meetings. It's craziness. Absolutely crazy. Yes, exactly. So we just need the link. If one of my moderators wants to throw Brenda's link in, that would be excellent. More work, Josh, not any more money. It is what it is. And You've been crazy longer. I don't know how to take that, Mr. Jim, but I'll take that like a compliment. Thanks, buddy. And again, Mr. Jim, you never, ever, ever have to do the super chats, but they are very much appreciated. Yeah. $600 more. Either that or your administration to cancel the tariffs. That would be the best thing. Because, man, it's killing me right now. Like I said, only a few dollars shy of 900. And, Mr. Jim, that was huge. And I don't even know what day it is today. The 4th? Oh, yeah. So it'll be paid out this week. So all right. I don't know if you know, but let me post that for you guys. I think most of you know. Know Brenda anyways, but let me put her link in here. Do referendum. Whoops. Are you kidding? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, what? Oh, Brenda's already live. So let me do. Tony's already there. Tony and Angie are already over there. Linda's already over there. Everybody took off and didn't drop the link. Oh boy. What are we going to do with them? Share. Copy link. And if I go here, once I figure, oh, there we go. All right. There, we got Brenda's link right there. So you guys follow that. Go over, say hello, please. And I just noticed that, Josh. Why don't you stand by? There you go, Josh. Got you all fixed up. You got your mod back. I don't know where it went, but yes, you do. I just don't understand why you lost. And Mr. Jim on this one, not that he'd ever know what to do, but He's an honorable. Um, there we go. All right, guys. You take back every joke that you made. Why? That's not becoming. Not that I know of. It's not very becoming of you. Jokes are jokes are jokes. Don't take them back. But anyways, guys, God bless. Go see Brenda. Go spend some time with Brenda. I'll be there once I go and get myself into bed. And then we'll chit chat more. Take care, guys. God bless. And we'll see you next week.